Hello, who is this?
Hello, my name is Ed, and I'm looking for Mabel. I saw your ad in the personals.
The person is on the Craigslist?
Yes, of course.
Because I've got several profiles online, you see. I like to meet a variety of people, so I lie about myself on those things in a myriad sort of ways.
Well, we all do, so there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Let me tell you a little about myself.
Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Ed Rosenthal, which of course means I'm circumcised because I'm Jewish.
Jewish man, all right.
I'm 87 years young.
Oh, that's good. Elderly like me.
I'm retired for 22 years. I used to work for the post office delivering mail.
Well, that's an interesting coincidence because my boy Raymond once went postal.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the jailhouse now, but it was a conspiracy.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
They're just putting him down because he's a man of color.
You know, they drive you to it at the post office. They just drive you crazy. Sooner or later, everybody snaps there. I knew, personally, I know a dozen of my elder peers that snapped.
Well, you know, I once worked at a Woolworths 5 and Dime, and then that got bought out by Walmart. They came through and they laid me off, and I thought of all different ways I was about to burn down the building. I was about to send a shit in the mail to the manager, but in the end, I decided to be the bigger person, and I just walked away.
I used to have a job as a greeter. Back when I was 67, I had a greeter job, and I used to be so angry all the time. I used to hold my gas in so I could fart in front of people while I was talking to them.
Oh, my, that's a crazy thing to do on the job. That ain't professional, but you know, I once made this flyers because my boy Raymond had me interested in this anti-consumerism thing. I once made some flyers. They had a website for the local Starbucks. It was anti-Starbucks. I handed that shit out. They banned me for life.
You've been banned from the Starbucks? That's horrible. You know how us old people love to hang out at Starbucks?
Well, I don't know about you. I like to hang out at the bingo hall, and now they're making all the bingo halls in Ontario non-smoking.
You know, all the bingo halls, they took all the booze out. They used to be in the VFW where you can buy the booze for like $1 a glass, and now they banned all the booze, so now I just sit home and drink.
Well, you got to do what I do and sneak it in. Bingo! Oh, my, I can't even stand up sometimes.
Well, maybe why don't you tell me a little about yourself?
Well, I'm old. I'm in my mid-80s, but to tell you the truth, I lost count many years ago. I'm an old black lady. I lived in Louisiana, but I left Louisiana just in time by the sound of things on the TV. And I came up to Toronto because my grandson, he fell in love with a Canadian girl, and now he's living up in Canada. So I moved up to see my grandkids, and now I'm just faking the funk and leaving all types of false promises all over the internet for people to see.
Well, let's get a little more kinky.
Oh my Jesus Christ! With all of these people listening in.
Well, who's listening in? It's a phone call. I'm not recording you.
Well, you came at me out of left field with that one.
I wanted to talk sex between Mabel and Ed. That would have been funny.
Well, that's something I gotta work up to, I guess. But maybe next time.
I was gonna flirt with you and do some phone sex and shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Everybody, Sean Ward from SeanWard.net. It's been a dog's age since I talked to my phone.
Clap. So what's up to everybody? That's what I say.
First off, let me say I'm glad that you're still with us, because it looked like there for a while that you were going to turn your back on us and side with Ted and go with him. But it turns out that he turned his back on you as well.
Well, it wasn't a matter of having my back to or from anybody. What it was a matter of is that whatever squabble was going on between the two of you. And as far as I'm concerned, if you want to break it off and have two channels, you're both welcome to broadcast whatever the fuck I do. But, you know, if you don't want to broadcast it, so okay, fine.
Right.
It's just a complete non-issue to me.
To be honest with you, I had seen this coming because Ted had become increasingly more and more hostile with me over the days leading up to the split.
Oh, good Lord.
And I had told a couple of people in private, Carlito and Billy Mirror and Zolar, I told them in private that, eventually I think Ted is going to say he's fed up with us and he doesn't want anything to do with us anymore.
Oh, jeez. Well, we gotta wonder how long it had been festering, because it could just be a situation of, he gave you the first live show, and even then he was like, that fucking guy. And then another live show, and you can sort of picture him being like, fuck, man, this isn't what I want to do with my station, but he just keeps quiet about it, and then it finally blew up like a volcano.
Yeah, but at the same time he says he loves the community and the people who hang out because of the live shows. Without the live shows, there ain't nobody in the chat room. There ain't nobody hanging out to interact with each other.
He's now got the prank station he wants, and you now got the prank station you want, and everybody's got the choice.
But he doesn't have the prank station he wants, because he wanted the community of people who hang out in the chat room and post in the forums, and now he lost all that because he was allowing somebody else to dictate his own behavior.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I don't even care. All I care is the PCU got back up and running real quick, and it was very impressive how quick it came
now
back.
We have a maximum of 1,000 possible listeners.
Jesus Christ.
Not that we'll ever need that many, but they're there, believe me. Sean, now is no time to be vacuuming. Sean? Sean, move closer to the base. Base to Sean. Base to Sean. Oh, shit, Sean. We had too much fun playing as Mabel and Ed, and now Sean's phone is gone dead. Shit. Sean,
You have been listening to a highlight from KDK's Lunatic Fringe, an internet radio show that airs every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen by going to kdkprankcalls.com.
I can't breathe. Stop.